Hi folks, welcome to Blue and Gold Talk, the video on the channel, if you're new, that discusses all things Buffalo Sabres at random. It's really the only video I kind of do that. Usually I have topics. This maybe should have been a Sabres Reloaded video. I'm going to go with a Blue and Gold Talk. Now, there's an elephant in the room, guys. I'm not sure if I'm going to put it in the title or not. I might, because you guys are going to want to talk about this. But in case I haven't mentioned the elephant in the room, we're going to bring that up in a few minutes here. You know, this offseason, I got to admit, I was disappointed we didn't get one more player. And to me, would have been a forward, okay? We needed a forward, a top six forward, and I thought, should have overpaid. What I'm starting to see of Isaac Rosen, I don't really think we should move him because that kid is super fast. He's got speed. I noticed, it's not the first time I've noticed his speed. What little work I've seen of him, okay, and not just NHL, I'm talking like camps and all sorts of things. He's always quick, very quick. And he's filled out nicely. He was something like, 160, right? When we drafted him, he's like 185 now. So we have to be prepared for him to be taking a roster spot eventually. And if we're going to trade pieces away, as far as I'm concerned, it shouldn't be core pieces, not core pieces, like Tuck, Thompson, Dahlin. Those are core pieces. You don't trade those guys. Once upon a time, I would have been open to trading Thompson, guys, when we first got him. I would have been happy if Thompson become a 20-goal scorer once upon a time. I had no clue what we were sitting on with this guy. No clue. Now when Thompson gets like 30 goals, we're kind of disappointed. You know what I mean? This is how good he is. Tage could get 50 goals if he gets on a roll. If he starts feeling it, he'll get 50 still. Plenty of time. But we have a core piece here, guys, I don't want to lose. And here's the elephant in the room. Devon Levi, folks, has requested a trade, and this worries the hell out of me. I don't blame him. It's the first Sabre I don't blame I just don't blame him for asking for a trade. He's been more than patient. He's put his time in the minors. I mean, look at his minors record in Rochester, 26 games, 242 goals against average, 16-6, a 927 save percentage. No shutouts, though. Funny, eh? Then last year, in 42 games, a 220 goals against, a 919 save percentage, 25-13, 7 shutouts. And this year in 5 games, a 180 goals against average, a shutout, a 933 save percentage. So what do we do here? I mean, are you guys good with keeping UPL and letting this guy go? This is really the question I have for most of you tonight. I'm not, okay? UPL's career save percentage in the NHL, folks, is .898. Devon Levi says, as much as you want to complain, is .894. Smaller sample size. So in other words, UPL's had a lot more chance to change those numbers than this kid has. And I think if we move this guy, if we move Devon Levi, I want Adams fired immediately. Immediately. Not only does it hurt the Sabres, it hurts the Amerks. And I would sit down with them, talk to them, and tell them, look, we got you as our goalie. We do. Give us a little time. Give us a little more of what you're doing. But I can understand Devon Levi frustrated at this point. They go and get Ellis, off waivers. That's kind of an insult to a guy down there working his ass off to work his way back up. It is. It's an insult, folks. Lyon, I think he'd understand more. Lyon's like in his 30s. He would understand that a little more, right? UPL even, he'd understand that a little more, probably. But I'm thinking in his head, he figures it should be him and UPL up here, but not Ellis. And the thing is, nothing against that guy. We don't know him. He's had good numbers in the minors too. I just think Devon Levi has paid his dues in the minors now, okay? 9 out of 10 of you. I was one of the 10 that didn't want him going back down, you might recall. 9 out of 10 of you wanted him to go down. But when he went down, did you guys ever think that could be what makes him eventually get traded? Probably not, right? I don't want to see the Sabres lose this guy. So they've got to sit down, talk to him, and work it out. And be honest to him. And tell him what he wants to hear, which is, you are in our plans. 100% you are in our plans. I think we knew that Kevin Adams was in love with Devon Levi once upon a time. And just because he maybe had some struggles isn't a reason to write him off. Like, if this guy goes to Edmonton, okay, if this guy goes to Edmonton, wow, the Oilers hit gold, I'll tell you right now. The Oilers hit gold. If Devon Levi goes to Edmonton, imagine that, because the Oilers apparently are after him. The Oilers, who else? Allmark's crap in the bed in Ottawa this year. He's a potential fit over there. I think we'd be out of our minds sending Cousins and Levi to a division rival. We're out of our minds if we do this. We're like the dumbest franchise on earth if we do this. So, like, this will come back to haunt us for sure, 100%. You know what I was thinking too, guys? Okay? You know how these players come back and even Okposo held up a cup. Come on. Okposo, guys, who had 0 points, I believe. I think he had 1 assist or something while all those games he played on the Panthers. And he got to win the Stanley Cup, which I was happy for him. Don't get me wrong, I was happy for him. But it's even that bad how it comes back to haunt us. Even our horrible contracts win Stanley Cups elsewhere. And I'll tell you what, if this guy goes to a contender, they're winning a Stanley Cup. And we're going to all, believe me, feel it. If Devon Levi goes to a team like Edmonton and he backstops them to a title, we would all feel this. I think worse than Jack. I think this would hurt more because it's a goalie doing it. And this has been our question mark in Buffalo, really, right? If we let this guy slip out of our fingers, I'm going to be so discouraged, guys. But I'll go on. I love the team. I'll go on. I'll manage. I'll be ashamed of our team for letting it happen, though. I don't see how, unless we make a trade and a half and get a core piece back, how we can make a good trade for Devon Levi. It's a franchise goalie, in my opinion. It's the only franchise goalie we have in our entire system right now. I just don't believe UPL is going to have a career like this guy. In Buffalo or not. I just don't believe it. I could be wrong. UPL might go on and star for years. You know what? And I hope he does if he stays. I really do, guys. But I am so convinced that this goalie is special that it worries me that we're confronted with this. I was worried about this year, about Devon Levi. I'm sure some of you felt that way. Guys, I was worried he was going to have had enough with the goaltending fiasco in Buffalo. I mean, how unhealthy is it? Seriously. You know, the Sabres never know if they're coming or going with goalies. You're picking up guys off waivers and, nice story, Ellis. Don't get me wrong. It's a good story. But, how long does Levi have to wait to get a shot? Is my question. We got to go through waivers first before we go back to Levi. Just because he's winning down there doesn't mean we should keep him there. That's not the way it's supposed to be. Down there is to get them ready to come up here. As much as it would hurt the Amerks if he left, okay? As much as it would hurt, we got to bring him up. We got to call him up. I don't see where UPL has earned it so much more. I just don't see it. Show me where I'm wrong, guys. Show me in the minors, UPL's record where he earned this huge contract. Tell you, and please don't give me the half season thing that he did. Come on. This guy hasn't had this chance. UPL's had plenty of chance to get hot for half a season. I think we got to give this guy a chance. We cannot just lose him because UPL won his last game. We can't be that stupid, I figure, folks. Because if we lose Devon Levi, we are losing money in the bank. Money in the bank, this kid. I believe it. And this will hurt more than Dylan Cousins. And Dylan Cousins is off to a good start in case you haven't noticed this year. We lose this guy. This, folks, will come back to haunt us. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. I wouldn't be surprised if it came back to haunt us in a playoff series one day. He winds up getting traded from wherever back to the East, and then we wind up playing him in a series one day, and there's Devon Levi playing against us. No. This is where I'm at my wit's end with Kevin Adams. If Kevin Adams can't figure this out, I mean, it's the main reason he made that Reinhart deal was because Levi was part of it. So I don't know. When a goalie goes to the minors and shows you all the promise that you believe he has, and he shows it to you, what more does he have to do? That's just my question, guys. It's my take. I'm leaving it there. I'll let you guys decide this one. There's going to be a 50-50 split, I think, on this, but this would be, in my opinion, a dark day in Sabres history if we lose this kid. And we got to move him because he's fed up at the way our management just kind of forgot about him and left him on hook because he's winning below, and they're kind of like burying him with, it's like, what, we're paying him like a regular, like, minimum salary, so he should be happy with that? That's not fair. It's just not fair. This is not good the way we've worked this kid back up, because we haven't worked him at all back up. And his numbers keep getting better and better down there. 7 shutouts last year, 7. I'll let you guys decide. Have a good night, guys.